Good afternoon and welcome to the final episode of the UMO Coaches Show with head coach Joelle Mafo of the women's volleyball team. I'm Elise Maynard, Assistant Director of Athletic Communications. And Coach, we'll just dive right into it. Your season wrapped up last week in the quarterfinals of the Conference Carolinas tournament. Can you tell me how you thought your team performed this season, just kind of overall as a group?
The team performed well. We've had a really young group of players, and I've seen them mature into volleyball players. I've seen them mature throughout the season. I've seen them mature on and off the court. So I think season was really positive. It wasn't the results we wanted, but with the group of girls that I had, it was a very positive season. So I'm really proud of the way season ended this year.
Well, this was your first year as a head coach. Can you kind of tell us how that transition from assistant coach to head coach happened for you, and some of the positives you pulled out of this season and learning experiences?
I have to say my previous head coach prepared me very well to be in this position now. I've learned all the aspects of being a head coach, so the transition was very easy for me in a sense. Besides doing the coaches show, I wasn't responsible for that one, but now that I have to do interviews, I have to be ready for them.
Right.
But other than that, I've been prepared very well, so my transition was very, very positive, very smooth. Didn't have any issues per se. But one lesson I take from this is that it was my first year, and I did better than expected for my first year. So now that I'm going into my second year, I have higher expectation for myself, right, and I will have higher expectation from the players.
Well, you talk about your players. You lose a couple this year, but you actually get to bring in your own recruiting class going into next season. What are you searching for in your new recruits to bring into the team, and kind of how you're going about picking and choosing who you'd like to bring to Mount Olive as a Trojan?
Who do I want to bring to Mount Olive as a Trojan? Players with high IQ, volleyball IQ, meaning they played in stronger volleyball clubs. They've played volleyball for a long time, so that practices can be easier. They have the skills. I can only teach them the speed of college volleyball. Right. So I'm definitely looking forward to the recruiting season. We've signed 3 kids yesterday. It was signing day yesterday. Nicole Yeo from Plainfield, Illinois. She's a setter. Sydney Kubender from Louisville, Kentucky. She's the middle right side. And Jordan Woodward, who is from Cary, North Carolina, and is a right side. So I am excited to bring in kids that have a really high volleyball IQ, who are athletic and who just love the game. They're excited. They would love to start today if they could, but we have to wait until the fall of 2018 to get started. But I am really looking forward to recruiting high volleyball IQ volleyball players.
All right. With those high volleyball IQs, how do you hope they transition into the players that will be returning next year from this year's squad?
The players that I have returning already know how I want to run the program, so they know the expectations of our program. So the players coming in are going to buy in just because of the work ethic that they're going to see coming into Mount Olive. My goal when I first started was to change the way the women volleyball program is being looked at. And so far, I think I'm at 50% now. Now in conference, a lot of teams are aware of Mount Olive, and that's my goal. I want us to be noticed. I want people to take us seriously and really compete. You want to beat me, but you're going to beat us by actually playing the game, not just by showing up. So that's the attitude, and that's my goal. That was my goal as a team, and I'm starting to see that with my players. So I really look forward to having a very good spring season with the returners, and a very exciting season and competitive season with the newcomers.
You touch on your spring season, and we talked about it a little bit before, but what are you going to be doing? A lot of individual, obviously, with your returners, but what are you going to be doing in the spring to help get the girls ready and hit the ground running for the 2018?
We're going to get stronger. We're going to get stronger. That's the number one thing. We're going to get stronger mentally and physically, because the volleyball is a mental game, and we've had a couple, breakdown mentally here, but I think with the way we're going to approach spring season, we're going to get stronger both mentally and physically. We're going to get faster as well. We have a really good strength and conditioning coach in Coach Byram, Brian. So I know I'm going to sit down with Coach Brian and see what we're going to get, and he's looking forward to it, because I think with what we're going to put up together as a conditioning program is going to pay off, and then my job will be going one-on-one with them on the volleyball court so that I can break bad habits and build good volleyball habits.
Right.
And we have, like I said, we have a really young returning team, so it's plenty time to break those habits this spring. So I might go to a little tournament too, just to see what we've learned so far. So I look forward to it.
All right, well, we look forward to it as well, watching your team grow and you grow as a coach. For head coach Joelle Mafo, I'm Elise Maynard, and that's this final episode of the UMO Coaches Show.
Exceptional degrees at an exceptional value. That's transforming education. The University of Mount Olive, transforming education, transforming lives. Learn more at umo.edu. That's umo.edu.